welcome back to a new video. In today's video I have got some gorgeous Madam Glam gel polishes. I tried to pick out some nice autumny colours. These are the names. So we've got Mysterious, Chic Madame, Smelly Cat and Spiced Cider. I've got a stamper and some Fox Cuties decals. These are from Nail Sugar, they're lovely, and some autumn leaves as well from Nail Sugar. Before I carry on, you can get 30% off any Madam Glam gel polishes or anything on their website using code NATMUG30, other than stuff in their outlet section. That's all already heavily discounted, so you won't get any more discount off those. And you can get 10% off Nail Sugar using my code NATMUG10. The decals are just amazing. I'm obsessed with Nail Sugar decals, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, back to the nails. So I kind of do this set a little bit, the order in which I do things might seem a little bit odd, but that's because I didn't know what I wanted to do with the set as I was doing it, so I just was kind of winging it. But the nails, we've got obviously 5 nails. We're gonna have 2 nails of the Spice Cider, 2 nails of Smelly Cat, and 1 nail of Mysterious, which is that green. Excuse me, I had a little frog in my throat then. By the way, the Spice Cider is really pigmented, so you need to make sure that you use thin coats of that when you are applying it to the nail. Sometimes when I apply gel polish, it kind of gathers at the very bottom of the tip, and it obviously, yeah, so it kind of gathers there and it'll end up a little bit thicker at the end. And today is a very good example of that, because my Spiced Cider gel polish did actually wrinkle at the very bottom. It's only a little bit. I do show you it at one point towards the end of the video. I do like to be honest and open when I make mistakes in my nail sets, because no one's perfect, apart from no one's perfect. Some people just don't make as many mistakes as others, you know. But I make them all the time. But when I make them, I like to tell you that I've made them so that you don't make them, or you know where I've gone wrong. But yeah, there we go. So my little, I mean, wrinkling is not a mistake. It's just one of those things that happens, but it can be prevented by not making the gel polish too thick. That's what I'm trying to say, I suppose. There we go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I don't even know why I said that. Right, we're doing a tartan nail. So I'm using, oh, I love this plummy colour. This is Chic Madame. We've done 2 thick lines of that. Then down the opposite end of the nail, we're going to use the green. And this one is not, it's going to be a thicker line, but not as thick as the plummy colour. And again, we're going to have one going down and one going across. I think I put it across at the top. Yes, I did. And I'm using, I mean, here you can see I'm not using my normal brush. I'm using my Ugly Duckling Striper 2 brush. It's a little bit bent. I put it in my lid and it managed to curl it right round. And I managed to uncurl it a little bit, but it's still got a curve in it. But I need to get it under, get it in some boiling water or over some steam to straighten it out completely, but I haven't been bothered to do that yet. And then I'm going to use, this is the Spice Cider, so I did make a little bit of a mess with this, so I'm going to use my this is just my old Nalchemy 3D acrylic brush, which I use as a cleanup brush. It's great as a cleanup brush. It's also great as a 3D brush as well, but it's just been my, I don't know why, it's just been my go-to cleanup brush. It's brilliant. So again, I'm doing another horizontal line with the Spice Cider. Again, this line is thinner than the green. I don't know anything about tartan nails. I just kind of wing it, because you know, I mean, you can go on to the internet and Google tartan patterns or Google plaid nails, and you know, it'll just, yeah, it'll help. See, did you see the wrinkle? Did you see the wrinkle at the bottom? I done it really quick then, didn't I? But there was a wrinkle at the bottom. It's because I sped it up. Right, on this nail, you can see it now because the light's hitting it. We're doing, this is Smelly Cat. And with Smelly Cat, I'm going to make an oval. And this is going to be like a frame for our fox. I had to think what it was then. For our fox to sit in. So that the decals that we've used, that we've got, sorry, we haven't used them yet. We're going to put one of the foxes in the center of this nail, but I need a light colored background for it to sit in. So Smelly Cat, if you put this over the top of the spice cider, you will need to do a second coat because it does look it's looking patchy. So give it a second coat, but this is the first coat. I'm just going to zoom forward because it's just an oval, right? Give it another coat as well. By the way, Madam Glam gel polishes need 30 seconds in an LED lamp. Pick out your decal, cut off the excess from around the edge. You don't need all that on the nail because it just wrinkles and it's a bit annoying. So clean off your stamper, pop your decal on the back of the stamper. Again, using my cleanup brush, I use it for everything. I'm just going to I've just dipped it in that water, and then I'm going to dab the water on the back of the decal, and then eventually the decal will just slide off. Now you see the fox is looking translucent. Sometimes I will put gel polish on the back of that, but because my I love the color of Smelly Cat, and I thought, can you see it's just picked up the color of Smelly Cat, so it doesn't need filling in. I feel like I might have scratched some of the decal off by accident because it's got two little marks on top of his head. Can you see? I think I scratched it off. I didn't mean to. I don't know. I don't even know what happened. I gave him a scratch and I took off his colour. Poor thing. See, right now I'm top coating with Velvet Matte Top Coat, but I haven't finished the other nails yet. It's because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I thought, well, I'll finish these off with the top coat. I know I'm mental. I just don't know what I do some days. These are the autumn leaves. They're absolutely gorgeous. You get different colours in there. Reds, coppers, golds, some matte orange ones. Really nice selection. This is base coat. And I also decided that I wanted to use some Butterscotch Crush glitter. This is one of the new limited edition glitters. I think it's a limited edition one. On Nail Sugar's website. So again, you can get 10% off using my code NATMUG10. And I'm gonna use my I've just dabbed my brush into that uncured base coat. Then I'm gonna dip it into the glitter, and I'm just gonna spread it on the nail very thinly. I just wanted a nice little spread of glitter, mainly down the center, but it did kind of get spread out a bit more in some places. And then I'm going to take the leaves and I'm going to put some leaves on. Now these leaves are quite big. If the nail you're putting them on is quite curved, do just give them a squeeze so that they bend a bit. I didn't do that. Probably should have done. And you'll find that they will, if they're curved, you'll find that they'll obviously they'll obviously sit better or more snug on the nail. Sometimes if they're flat, what happens is, another thing that I do, they will poke up, and once you've like top coated them or whatever, if you come to buff them where they're still rough, you'll actually buff away some of the shape of the leaf, which I do in this nail. But they're obviously going to be easier to encapsulate in hard gel or acrylic. But you can still use them with gel polish. You just have to be aware that you might file some of it away. This was just a thin layer of builder in a bottle, because can you see, I've literally on the other side, I literally just filed off a little bit of the edge of the leaf. I mean, it's not the end of the world, to be honest, but I just wanted to show you. So they are easier to encapsulate in glitter and hard gel than what they are to use on gel polish nails. This is Velvet Matte Top Coat because I'm obsessed. And then we're just going to finish the other two nails. So I really like that muted plum colour, the Chic Madame. So I'm going to do a French nail with that on the Smelly Cat nail that we done at the beginning. And I'm going to use my brush, my detailer brush, just to draw on the smile line. And then I just fill in that like the sidewalls with my detailer brush. Where have I gone? There I am. And then I will use the brush in the bottle just to finish off the free edge, because it's just a lot quicker. Sometimes if I've got gel polish on my palette that I need to use up, then I will just use the detailer brush. But look, it's so much quicker using the bottle brush. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, right, now I am top coating with matte top coat the last 2 nails. Can you see? I mean, if I'd have known what I was doing, we could have just top coated them all at once, but I didn't. So we're kind of going back and, you know, to and fro, but we'll get there, we'll get there. Right, Madam Glam's gel paint. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. This is the gold one. I like to give it a little stir before I use it, because sometimes the pigment does kind of separate. I mean, it happens on all of them. They kind of, yeah, if you don't use them for a while, they just, I mean, gel paints in general, not just Madam Glam, sometimes they need a quick whisk. Not a whisk, but, you know, a quick mix. I'm going to use, right, the good thing about this as well is the gel paints they have don't have a tacky layer, so you can work on a finished nail, i.e. a top coated nail. I'm doing that on these, so I've gone around the smile line. I'm going to go around we're just going to frame the oval that the fox is in. And also I love that we've got like the matte set of nails, but the gold gel paint is going to be shiny, so it's just going to give that nice contrast. I think that's like one of my new favourite words at the moment, contrast. I don't even know why, but there we go. And then on this nail I wanted to do, because I was like, oh, the green nail's just all lonely and there's nothing on it, so I thought we'd use the gold to make some foliage, some leaves. I mean, you've seen me do this a lot, and I'm sorry, but I kind of like this. I think in the autumn, this is like a really nice design. So you're just going to add leaves to the little line, the curved line, and then, yeah, so go all the way to the bottom. Then I decided that I was going to have another one coming down here. So again, you just fill that in with the leaf shapes. They're really easy to do, and they look nice as well. And then the gel paints need a 60-second cure. And this is them done. I then spent the next half an hour deciding what order to put the nails in. But here they are. I really like them. I hope you did too. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It's completely free, and I'd love for you to stay. Yeah, links and discount codes will be below. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.